President Trump loves getting involved in sports controversies, and now he's getting involved with a back and forth with LaVar Ball. Hey everyone, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. The headline from the New York Times: Trump blasts LaVar Ball, quote, "I should have left them in jail." President Trump tweeting out on Sunday morning after LaVar Ball, the outspoken, I guess that's one way to put it, outspoken father of the basketball players, LiAngelo Ball and Lonzo Ball, played down President Trump's involvement in getting LiAngelo and two other basketball players out of China without any criminal charges. That according to the New York Times. President Trump sending out a tweet, quote, "Now that the three basketball players are out of China and saved from years in jail, LaVar Ball, the father of LiAngelo, is unaccepting of what I did for his son, and that shoplifting is no big deal. I should have left them in jail." Now, I don't really like that Trump is tweeting, "Oh, I should have left them in jail because LiAngelo's father is annoying," but Trump is going to do what Trump is going to do, and it's in response to what happened in an ESPN interview in which LaVar Ball cast doubt on how much Trump actually was involved in the decision to free LiAngelo and the other players from UCLA who are in China. LaVar Ball said, quote, "Who was that? What was he over there for? Don't tell me nothing. Everybody wants to make it seem like he helped." LiAngelo Ball and his teammates, reading now from the New York Times, Cody Riley and Jalen Hill were arrested on suspicion of shoplifting while in China with their teammates. Trump, who was in the middle of a tour of Asia, raised the case with the president of China, and the three players were allowed to return to the United States. The president's chief of staff, John Kelly, according to the New York Times, said, quote, "Our president said to the president of China, do you know anything about the knuckleheads that got caught allegedly stealing?" Unaware of the episode, the Chinese president dispatched an aide to get more information. The president was saying, quote, "If it's not too serious, we'd love to see this taken care of in an expeditious way." Kelly added, "I bet they learned a lesson in their lives." Trump, of course, took to Twitter afterwards saying that he expected a thank you, not only to him, but also to the president of China. In the ESPN interview, LaVar Ball seemed to suggest that he did not believe his son's criminal trouble in China was that serious. Quote, "A lot of people like to say a lot of things that they thought happened over there. Like I told him, they try to make a big deal out of nothing sometimes. I'm from LA. I've seen a lot worse things happen than a guy taking some glasses." So I guess LaVar Ball is fine with people shoplifting. Listen, this is a back and forth between, at least in my opinion, two people who are pretty unpopular, yet the defenders of both men are pretty vocal about defending them. Trump's right in this, in my opinion, in that, this father, LaVar Ball, should be accepting and very happy that Trump was able to help out and get his sons out of China. In fact, if this were President Obama, the media would be going gaga over the president being able to get three college kids out of prison in China where they didn't have to face any jail time. There are a lot of people who have done worse things, yes, but shoplifting is still a bad thing. Now, I don't agree with President Trump going on Twitter and saying, well, now that I have an ungrateful father on my hands, I should just go ahead. I should have just let them stay in jail. I don't like that. But like I said earlier, Trump is going to do what Trump is going to do. LaVar Ball, he's a douche. He's been an ass for a while, and he's going to keep being an outspoken father, and it's part of his marketing strategy. He wants to stay in the news. He wants his sons to stay in the news. It's basically the Kardashians in the NBA. He wants that media attention all the time for his brand, for his son's brands, and he thinks that this is a good thing. I guess if you look at it from the two different perspectives, LaVar Ball fighting Trump is probably a good thing for his marketing campaign and for a lot of the folks who support LaVar Ball. And for Trump, sparring with LaVar Ball, not going to cost you any votes in 2020, and people will basically eat it up, at least the folks who can't stand LaVar Ball. I don't know. There's probably nowhere in the middle. Everything's political nowadays. Even freeing somebody's son from China is apparently political, and you can't even say thanks to the president for helping out, no matter how involved the president was. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk, 95.1 FM, 790 a.m. KFYO. We'll have shows this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then Steve Evans will be hosting a Black Friday edition of the program this Friday. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll have a few more videos this week.